Welcome back, everyone. Recently, I just moved these raised beds into the garden, these two right here, and I've got some cold weather crops that I ended up planting inside, and I want to transplant these out here. But I still got about 5 or 6 weeks till my last frost date, and I want to put them out here, but I want to protect them from the frost a little bit better. So I want to put like a little low tunnel, like a little greenhouse over each one of these. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build like a little hoop house over these, but I'm gonna build it so it actually has hinges, and you can kind of lift it up and open the raised bed up to get to the plants, and then you could close it back shut. So that's what we're gonna be making today. We're gonna be making some hinged low tunnels on top of these raised beds. So the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to assemble a frame out of 2x4s to go on the raised bed, and I am using a Craig jig to assemble it. So I've got this set at 1.5 inches for the thickness of the 2x4, and then I also have the drill bit. I've got the stop on it set at 1.5 inches as well. I'm going to flip this over, and then we'll line this up. We'll line this up with one in the center on the bottom. So I've got the frames for the low tunnels. I've got those made, and they're mounted to the raised bed with 3 hinges on the back side. So you can also see that we have 6 bolts that we have sticking out of each one of these. Now this is for us to be able to mount our hoops. As we make the low tunnel, we're going to put some PVC hoops on there. And you can see on the back side that is just a carriage bolt, and it's 1 inch from the inside edge. So when it comes down, it's offset over here, so it's not going to interfere and hit with the edge. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut our PVC pipe and start making our hoops. So there's a couple different types of PVC pipe, and I actually have both of them. So the first thing we're going to use for the hoops is this is 1/2 inch, and this is CPVC pipe. So this is made for hot or cold water, and this 1/2 inch CPVC is a little bit smaller pipe. It bends a little bit easier. That's what we're going to make our hoops out of. Now this pipe right here, this is actually 1/2 inch pressure pipe PVC. This is 1/2 inch regular PVC pipe, and you can see, even though they're both 1/2 inch, they're physically a different size. So this is going to be our hoops, and then this is going to be a brace kind of along the top side. It's going to be like the ridge pole. It's going to go right down the center of the hoop, and we'll go ahead and start getting these cut. So this 1/2 inch CPVC will fit right over this 3/8 carriage bolt. And then I forgot my measuring tape, so I'm just going to kind of wing it on how long I think it should be. And then I'll just use it as a like a template to cut the rest. So that don't look too bad. I think I'm going to cut off just a little bit more. I was thinking I wanted somewhere close to 7 feet. I think that looks pretty good, don't you? We'll cut off a couple more inches. There we go. There, I think I like that. Okay, let's go cut the rest. They look the same length down there?
Yep.
So this is a 1/2 inch PVC T, and this is for that bigger PVC pipe. And it's actually big enough that this smaller 1/2 inch CPVC, that this will slide right over that. We're going to put one on each end, and that's where the ridge pole is going to go, and that's going to keep the hoops from being able to squeeze inward. So I'm going to take this 1/2 inch PVC pipe. This is going to be a ridge pole. I'm going to put it underneath the middle hoop. I'm going to put it in over here. So on this side, I'm just going to cut it to length. And push it in. I'm not using any glue or anything. This is all the plastic. When it gets on there, it's going to hold this all together. Okay. So I'm just going to use a couple zip ties to keep the ridge pole from being able to move back and forth. Zip ties are simple, easy, only take a few seconds. So that'll keep that on there. So once I got both ends done, I'm just going to go ahead and hold the middle of the ridge pole up. And there you go. That one's ready for plastic. As I'm putting these on, I'm making sure that the catch or the zipper part of it is on the inside, away from where it won't rub on the plastic. So I got the hoops for the low tunnels all complete, and this thing's ready for plastic. So the zip ties actually worked out fairly well, so that fit nice and snug, but you can still actually, you know, kind of shift everything and center it up. You can still slide it, so it doesn't prevent you from sliding it if you put some force on it. So you can still kind of straighten everything up and make it all nice and even. And once we put the plastic on here, we'll come back tomorrow, put the plastic on here, and it's going to really, you know, tighten all this up, and we'll be ready for plants. No, no, get out of there. Get. Come on, go. You're supposed to do that. So I've got plastic sheeting stretched over the low tunnel as tight as I can. Now this isn't anything special. This is just what I had laying around. So it's not greenhouse plastic. I'm hoping this will work just fine for now. We've got it pulled down and tightened down with some furring strips basically on the side to clamp the plastic down. And then on the back side, we've got 3 hinges, and then we've got a chain on the left-hand side to prevent it from opening up too far. So this is the first time that I've ever had a low tunnel. I've never had a greenhouse. I've never had a cold frame. I've never had anything to extend the garden season before. So I think this is going to work out fairly well. I've got the back one planted all with lettuce and spinach, and I've got a few lettuce plants in this one here. But mostly I'm going to put cold weather crops in here, and it's going to help prevent them from getting a hard freeze. So I'm still pretty much a month out from my last frost date. And if it gets too hot during the day, I can open them up to keep them from getting overheated. And as the season progresses, in the summertime, I can just unscrew the hinges and I can take these and store them. I can see that I'll be using these in the early spring and in the late fall just to kind of keep the garden going a little bit longer. And looking forward to having a little bit longer gardening time, because it seems like when you finally get that hard freeze, you're done. You're done gardening in the fall, and something like this is gonna be able to keep me continue to garden for like probably at least an extra month or so in each direction. So that's gonna be pretty handy. So anyway, I'm on night shift right now, working 12-hour nights. So I need to go ahead and take a shower and head into work. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.